There we go. Okay, so you do run different runes. Is there a reason?
I literally just testing things out as I'm going up a little bit and finding like different tiers of players.
Okay.
I'm just trying things out. I think when I started climbing in S like silver and low gold, um, it didn't really matter what I ran secondary so much. I just wanted to get that attack speed and the E damage, like with what is it called? Yeah, the precision one where it's 40%
Yeah, coup de grace.
when someone's that one.
Okay.
Coup de grace, yeah, that's it. So that's what I was running. Don't look at my Ash game.
We don't talk about it, I guess.
No, we don't talk about that one. And yeah, and to be honest, I just got used to Halo Blades like maybe a month ago or a few weeks ago.
Okay.
But apart from that, I just changed. I'm planning to try like Futures Market and the other the Run Fast one.
Approach velocity, yeah.
That's the one.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna use those until maybe I get a bit higher, maybe like higher plat. But
That's
right
fair
now,
enough. Fair enough. So personally for me, when I'm smurfing, I usually like to have sorcery as well. It's really nice because it ensures you have like a stronger late game.
Yeah, exactly.
You get a shit ton of 80. I'm assuming you run Gathering Storm and Absolute Focus.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this just gives you like, I don't know, 50, 80, which is crazy. Yeah. So that's really nice, especially if you're trying to hyper carry on the crit build. That's feels really nice. You can also go. I mean, precision is also fine. For me, if I take precision, I usually like to go Triumph instead of Coup de Grace.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I love Triumph. It allows me to go for those, slightly more risky plays because of the healing. But again, that comes down to personal preference. Coup de Grace also fine. For me personally, I just didn't feel like that extra damage was noticeable enough.
I see. Okay. I get what you mean.
Also, something I noticed is you don't play AP.
I have maybe like a month ago, and I was going to make AP Shaco my second champion.
Okay, yes.
I was gonna switch around, and to be honest, this most recent game I just played now, I think everyone was AD.
Yeah.
Apart from I literally in the last 10 seconds, I was like, maybe I should go AP. But I was like, nah, let's stick to my gut and just go AD.
Well, I mean, I would assume that everyone on their team had like Ninja Tabis or some armor item, apart from maybe Senna.
Yeah, pretty much.
If they're smart enough. Yeah, and then there's Stance, there's Orn's Mail. So this is the problem with only playing AD Shaco. Because in certain team comps, I mean, Vayne is going to have mostly physical damage. She tried going on hit, but like even then she still has mostly physical damage. Xayah is going to have physical damage. This guy has mixed damage, and this guy also has mixed damage. But the AP damage in your team is not big enough for the enemy team to build any magic resist. Yeah. So you're kind of screwing yourself over quite a bit by only playing AD Shaco. It can work, but again, it makes it a lot harder than just going AP. Especially, for example, I mean, I don't know how you like. How many games do you have on Shaco, like overall?
Overall, maybe. Well, I'm on 860k now.
Okay, so you have a decent amount.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because for me personally, I don't like playing AD into Rengar. AP is a lot safer into Rengar because you have your boxes and your clone is like, if he kills your clone, it's like a pretty much free kill.
Yeah.
And so it makes it really, really risky for him to jump onto you. So it depends. I would honestly tell you to start playing AP Shaco. You have enough mastery points. You should know the mechanics of Shaco.
Oh yeah. I think my mindset this game honestly was, and it's my playstyle has kind of changed a little bit since I led AP Shaco. I did play it like swapping AD and AP depending on my team a month ago.
Yeah.
And now I'm literally just such an objective player, like objective focus player. Hence, I was playing around the Rengar that like I think if you open the top one, the Like the Rengar was so fed, and that's because of my bot lane. I never really fought him because I didn't need to. I didn't want to play around my losing bot lane. Hence, I tried to like just take Rift a lot. Like my main focus always at every game is to get Rift rather than first Drake.
Yeah.
At like 8 to 9 minutes, I always try and get that and get as much gold before 14 minutes. That's always my main aim, like before like mid to late.
Yeah, that's good. Early Rift Heralds are really strong. If you get a kill on top lane or mid lane or even bot lane, you pop the Herald and get the tower plating. That's a lot of gold. So that's always worth it, especially because the first dragon and the second dragon, you're not going to be able to stack them. So having one Inferno Drake, having that like 3% extra AP or whatever it is like not worth it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to have 4 dragons faster, but yeah, I mean, if you snowball the game hard enough, you should be able to then contest every single dragon anyways.
Yeah, exactly. I think I was just a bit unlucky in this game because I tried to play around the map and...
But 19 deaths, holy...
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the next question would be, do you dodge games?
Do I dodge games?
Yes.
Yes, if I see that it's actually like cancer. I normally trust my gut that I would do well enough myself.
Okay.
And try and win at least one lane in every game. Unless it's like literally, if this was like a Yuumi Zac, then I would have dodged. Yuumi Zac Makai, then I would have dodged that. It didn't really matter if it's my promos. This one, again, it was like dodgeable because like the Blitz was already flaming in Champions.
Yeah.
I was really contemplating it, but I was like, you know what? Why not?
I mean, if it was, I would have personally dodged this game, especially if you're playing AD Shaco. Because into Maokai, AD Shaco is like super bad. Then they have Senna Yuumi, which is disgusting. Like, Yuumi is disgusting, then Senna is disgusting. Irelia is really, really strong into your team because you guys are really squishy, and she's gonna, run you over if she gets 1 or 2 kills. And then obviously Rengar is super annoying. Xayah is pretty decent into Rengar, but again, you're playing in like, I don't know, Platinum 4, like Gold 1 elo, where people don't have, enough mechanics usually. If this guy's like 100 Xayah games, I guess that's fine, yeah, but she's autofilled, so like it's fucking doomed.
Oh, fuck.
So, yeah, something I would recommend is, if you get into Champ Select, you see how, like, I don't know, what was your team's name? Hi, I Mark joined the lobby, Sweet Chili Mayo joined the lobby, and then like SGE I main joined the lobby. You see the text in it, like, you copy it, paste it into here, into the OPGG thingy, and then you can see your entire team, and you can see the champions they made, and you can see the role they made and stuff. So if you see you have 2 autofills, then you can just dodge the game. You lose 3 OP, you have to wait 6 minutes, but you don't lose MMR, which in the long run is going to help you climb because you get more LP in that way.
True.
Okay.
Sweet.
So yeah, I would definitely recommend starting to play AP Shaco. Get used to it. Get like on a Smurf account, or play normal games or like flex queue with your friends, or even solo. It doesn't matter much, but just get a feeling for how AP feels, or just. I mean, I guess you could also watch like videos on how to play AP Shaco, or just like general gameplay. But I think you should be able to play it.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with it, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, then definitely start picking it up because, I mean, you're doing fine in most games. I mean, you're still carrying most games. In these kind of games, it's probably just because you have a lot of 80 and it's really hard to carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I have Ezreal Yuumi, like the most disgusting combo at the moment. So
cancer.
Yeah, these type of games I would honestly just dodge. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know if that's something you want to do, maybe get like a second account, and then if you dodge on the first account, you play on the second account. Then once you dodge on the second account, you go back to the first account, and then have like 2 accounts at the same time that you level up, or rank up, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think unless you have any more questions like specific to anything on the RPGG,
you can. No, if to be honest, if like from what you're saying and like seeing from my account, I'm pretty happy with it, honestly.
Yeah, sounds good. So you wanted me to go over this game. Let me say it was from 45 minutes to 127. Okay, so why this game?
So basically, I wanted to find a solo game for you and a duo game. I wanted this one. Okay, so my mentality normally changes when I'm duo with someone a little bit, and because I want both of us to carry at the same time. Now, I think this was with the Cho'Gath, which is my duo. I don't think I played around him so much because I just got, you know what, you're top lane tank. I don't want to play around you.
Yeah, makes sense.
Tried to play around as much as possible. So this was the closest thing I could find to a solo game that I had as a VOD.
Okay.
And that's pretty much the main reason.
Okay. When you are in Champ Select, what do you do?
Not gonna lie, not much.
Okay. Well, that's gonna change from today on. Well, first of all, what you already don't do is you should look at your team and look at the enemy team and consider going AP or AD. Do you know how you would choose between AP and
AD? For me, like for example, this game, Annie Morgana, I would definitely go AD. That's because that's 2 AP champions right there. If I had if it was one AP, but it was someone that can hyper carry like Kassadin, and everyone else was AD, then I would still go AD. I think in that case because that Kassadin has enough AP, I'd say. But if it's someone like, I don't know, someone that doesn't have as much AP early and really doesn't carry that hard late game, then I'd go AP.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That is one thing you should always look for. What does your team need in terms of, damage? Do they need physical damage or magical damage? That's good. But you should also look at the enemy team and see if the enemy team has 4 tanks. You could potentially go AD or like a bruiser build, but I wouldn't recommend that because it's not hyper carry-ish. So what you can do is go AP and then just build Liandry's, and they're going to, you can just keep having them run into your boxes. Because tanks usually want to engage and be annoying. But if you just bait them into your boxes, they can't really be annoying because they're perma-CC'd and they take a shit ton of damage from Liandry's and stuff. And meanwhile, your team can, carry them while they're perma-CC'd basically. Now, if the enemy team has 3 squishies, that is a good reason for you to go AD because it's really easy for AD to kill squishies, especially if those squishies don't have any, escape tools, like, for example, this Varus. Yeah, but this game, going AD is fine. You have 3 AP sources in your team. Not Caitlyn, but Morgana. But, yeah, also, I mean, I wouldn't go AP here, actually. Into the champions, AP would be okay. But because your team is so AP heavy, that's not a good idea. Okay, so
I have a question though. Yes. In terms of like jungle to jungle only comparison, like right? Imagine, you do have there's a good balance in your team and the enemy team.
Yeah.
Is there any reason for you to choose AD or AP if you're solely just looking at your enemy jungler? Like,
yes.
In terms of matchups.
Definitely. This is different from person to person. I made a video about this, and for me personally, it's so if enemy team has Rek'Sai, I don't want to go AD because that's gonna be super AIDS, especially in higher elo, right? Because I mean they're gonna see you when you're invisible. They're gonna see you walking up, and that destroys the entire purpose of having invisibility on AD Shock in the first place. So like you can't ever engage, which makes AD super hard to play and like almost impossible. So that's when I always go AP. Even if my team is already AP heavy, I usually still go AP into Rek'Sai, or I obviously dodge. Now, Graves is really annoying for me. I like to go AP into him, because if you fall behind against Graves, which is likely, AP at least has a way to bounce back and still be useful in the mid game and late game. Whereas AD just is going to be perma behind. Lily is also one of those champions where I like to go AP into, because she also has this like really invadey like playstyle where she just tries to put you behind as much as possible. And on AD Shaco, that's just, again, horrible. Then there is Echo. I hate the fact that I try to kill Echo with my assassination combo. He just ults and then reverse one-shots me, and I'm dead. That's really unfun to play against. So I usually go AP into Echo as well. But yeah, that's more of a rule of thumb. Like, it's not like something I always do. I sometimes go Bruiser into Rek'Sai because you can actually duel him really well. But I wouldn't recommend you doing this. So I'd say get like a feeling for it, honestly, by just playing a lot of games. Okay, so looking at the lanes, let's look at top lane, like mid lane, even the jungle matchup, I guess, and then bot lane. What do you think? What is your plan? What do you want to do this game?
So with every game, I actually don't start planning my lane until I see how the lanes look when I'm level 3. So
Okay.
after I do Red Raptors Krugs,
Mm-hmm.
Obviously I'm already at the best position to gank bot lane to queue over the wall there.
Yeah.
I normally look at where like the positions are before I start planning. So at that point, that's I really like I have to make like I kind of put myself under a lot of pressure because I make a plan in that like few seconds I have. Like, do I go to my wolves or do I go gank?
Okay.
That's pretty much my plan. Just because I'm not really trustworthy in terms of my team. Like, even if it's like such a hard counter mid lane, for example.
Yeah.
And because of the elo I'm in, I can't trust if they will actually do well in that matchup. So hence I make that decision later on. I'm not sure if that's wise though.
So the decision is good. You have to make the decision, obviously, because well, either you're gonna get level 3 gank or you're going to continue to clear and then look for a potential top or mid lane gank. That's fine, but you should already try and predict which one of the two you're going to choose, which one is more likely to happen, so you can prepare for it. So, for example, I'm not sure how familiar you are with like the types of clears that enemy junglers have, like what paths they go for.
I'm pretty okay with it. It's just, yeah, I think if you tell me like a champion, I can kind of guess where they'd be going. Like I know normally Kayn would start Raptors and stuff, but nowadays I think I've played around so many games and so many Kayns in the past 20-30 games, I think. But it's so sporadic how they clear and the jungle pathing that in this elo it's so hard to say. Actually, I can't say where they consistently start, because most of the time they just normally start like like auto pathing bot lane and just get like start blue straight away, for example. Like
so what I would say is Kayn usually wants to full clear, right? Because he wants to get like he's super fast at clearing, so why would he not abuse it? And his ganks aren't that strong. So Kayn has, well, he currently has like, I guess 3 options. He can start wolves, but that's something I really don't see many low elo players do. They don't know that this clear exists. So they usually only have 2 options, which is they solo start on wraiths, or they start on either buff and get a leash. So after that, obviously they look for a full clear, but I think you should probably know how that one would go. Check which buff the enemy jungler starts on, right?
Yeah. Like,
okay, good.
Missing lane.
Yes, exactly. So you should, when you get into the game, you should try and predict where the enemy jungler is going to start, judging by the lanes you have. So in this case, what do you think Kayn wants to gank? Like which lanes?
So like for example, he'll be starting blue side. If he does start there, he just take level 3 and then go bot, or do the gank top, which is Renekton, because it's Renekton's pretty like so strong early. I think if I was that Kayn, that would be my mindset. I do. If it's bot good to gank, or should I stop?
Kayn in this game, honestly, I don't think he wants to gank bot lane. Especially because, so first of all, and especially if he goes, so let's walk this through, right? He starts bot side on blue buff, and then goes for a bot lane gank. That's a problem because, first of all, you can counter gank because you do race into red into Krugs and then go bot lane, or you can even walk into his red side jungle and clear red buff and Krugs and then even look for a top lane gank. That makes sense. So it's really risky for him to make these plays. He might not know this, but you can abuse this by and this is why you have to think about it, because if you don't think about these strategies before the game, you will probably not see them, you know? But once you start realizing that these things are, you can do these things, you can invade them, and you will be able to, punish the enemy jungler for his poor movement That makes sense. So yeah, that is if he starts blue buff, those two options is what you have. You can counter gank him or you can invade him on his red side. So yeah, wait, give me a second. If he does start on wraiths and red buff, there's obviously two options you have. You can gank bot lane because you're more good. You could also go into Thresh, but yeah, your bot lane gank is a lot more likely to work than his bot lane gank.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, that can obviously work. If not, if the lane is in a weird state, to close this game out as fast as possible, because having a Cassin on level 16 with probably Zhonya, again, I mean, if you notice, that's something I see in lower elo often, you might want to dodge.
Really?
Because if you don't put them behind enough, which can happen, if this Cassin gets a random kill for no reason, the game is actually get into the game. So clear is fine. Okay, wait a second. This is fine still, honestly. What I would do is I would still stick around in the bush, wait for them to actually walk into your ray, so like walk up, and then you can change your clear on a different buff. So you have to make a new plan. You don't get a leash, which is because 2 boxes is not enough, honestly. You do get the third one, but it's gonna be awkward. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
so
see.
Did stop.
You can do that. The thing is, you have to keep in mind. Yeah, see, he hit level 2. Renekton can kill you on level, depending on what he gets, like W or Q. He has to hit the skill shot, and it might not be enough to actually.
Well, I'd literally go topside buff both mine and enemies, then run down to my bot side buff.
Yeah. So right now, honestly, enemy bot lane looks pretty gankable. Your Caitlyn is kind of low HP, but yeah, they're really, really gankable. Now, after red buff, I would actually just look for bot lane gank.
Yeah.
Because you should hit level 3 from this, which means you're gonna have your E. I don't think bot lane warded yet, so this is pretty gankable. Something you have to do though is you have to look at the lanes more. Do you know the F keys?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're clearing your camps, after you get your your backstab off, or like the Krug is not the Krug, the red buff or whatever camp is attacking your box, and you get like backstabs off without having to move, you can press F1, or I don't know, you might have to rebind it, but like F2 to F5 is what I have. You can press that and just look at the lanes and like look what's going on, because even if you look at the map, you do get decent information from it, but you don't see the enemy's HP. You don't see what mana they have. You don't see the position of the wave, and even if you do, you don't see the health of the minions. And that's something that, especially later on, is really important, because that's going to dictate whether a lane is going to push into you, or is going to freeze, or is in an even state, or is going to push into the enemy. And in like very high elo play, that's where most ganks are going to happen. You can see, for example, a top laner, like your top laner is having a slow push, and a slow push is usually either the indication for you to dive the enemy top laner, so he loses this entire minion wave, or you want to kind of help him push the lane so he doesn't get counter ganked, because the enemy could freeze then. So yeah, but that's maybe a little bit too advanced already. That's something you can worry about once you get into like Diamond and Master Elo.
Yeah.
Okay, so your bot lane died, or your support died. This is still good. Yeah, this is really fucking good. Nice. Nice, really good. So right now, look at the wave. Do you know wave management?
So I don't know if you saw my OPGG, but I have like that 24% win rate on the block.
So you don't. Okay, that's.
I did try to learn wave management, and that's why I tried to play LeBlanc a little bit, just a lane. To be honest, I just wanted to play a lane. So I do try, like for example, here. Both lanes will take a long time to clear and or to come back to lane. And enemy wave is pretty much going down, because we only have four minions here, 5. The top blue one is pretty much dead. So that's gonna slow push to my tower. So it's just better for me to reset this by clearing this wave. If the next one, I don't know where the next one is. The next one is just halfway down the lane. So it's better to clear that and just let the waves crash, and then I fuck off the lane essentially.
Okay, what I would do here is, I mean, it's kind of awkward now because you have the box attacking.
Yeah.
But even with your box, only this minion would die, and it would still be really, really, really slowly pushing into you, or even being a freeze for you. What this allows you to do is, this is where you can abuse, you know, the next level mechanics or next level macro. This is going to be frozen at around, you know, around here, because the minion wave is already at the second tower.
I see.
So that means this minion wave is also here, and they're going to meet about in this area, like maybe over here. So, because this is not warded over here, the bush, that means you can gank the shit out of this lane now. They're like super dead. You recall, you come back, you might, you know, clear Krugs or something, but then you just gank this lane and they're fucked, because then it's going to push even further into your lane, because your bot lane can potentially freeze this, and the enemy bot lane loses a shit ton of minions, and it's actually doomed for them.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
That's definitely one thing I don't do in the jungle. Like,
yes.
If I'm jungle, I don't abuse wave management at all.
Yeah. Even here, it would still freeze. Look at this. Even here, after you took them in, so it would still freeze. But yeah, this is something you shouldn't do, honestly. Don't take the wave here. This is probably still like semi-frozen. But yeah, your bot lane's going to get to bot lane first, so they're probably going to start shoving. I would probably look for a recall here. You have enough for Tiamat now. And the longer you stick around with your starting items, the worse it gets. Because I'm not sure if Kayn already got a recall. I didn't. So you want to make sure to squeeze out every advantage you have. So that includes getting Tiamat, or getting like even double longsword, or I don't know, triple longsword, or even like attack speed boots. So I would always look for recalls, because right now clearing raids is really awkward. You have no Tiamat. And you could clear Krugs, but then if you only clear Krugs and don't clear wraiths, it's really awkward, because you have one jungle camp that is up on the bot side, but the other one isn't, and then so pathing bot lane becomes kind of strange, because you can gank, but then you have to walk through it. It's awkward. Try to always clear the entire side of a map if possible. Now,
I got greedy here.
Yeah, so this is risky. Then enemy mid laner is trying to look for a recall, but he could still rotate. And enemy bot lane is a little bit behind your bot lane because they died later. So they're around here maybe. But if this fight stays on the map for a little bit longer, enemy bot lane is going to rotate, your bot lane is going to rotate, and then it's not something you want to take.
Okay.
But yeah, if you run in there, smite it, and run away, probably could get away with it. But it's, you know, these plays are a little bit risky. You don't have to go for them. You could recall here, given the Scuttle Crab, and go for the top one if it's still up. But yeah.
I think I did go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that you choose not to recall, this is okay. Take the other Scuttle Crab away.
This one thing, I'm really greedy. Like, I don't want to back unless I can. If I know I've got like a kill or two and I've got a pretty decent clear, I will not back until I can get enough for Tiamat and boots.
Yeah,
I'm so greedy.
You should definitely look to recall, not more often, but when you have like items available that are going to give you a power spike. So right now, when you're clearing a camp, the least thing you can do is look at the maps. Or the lanes just through the map. You can see that bot lane is being pushed up. But what do we know? Kayn is there, right?
Yeah.
Kayn just cleared the bot side Scuttle Crab.
Scuttle.
So what we can do is tell our bot lane to be careful that the enemy Kayn is on, you know, the bot side of the map. Because his first camps probably already respawned if he didn't clear them yet.
Yeah.
That means he's going to stick around on bot lane a little bit. So even if we know that Kayn is bot lane, our bot lane probably doesn't. So giving them a little, you know, heads up is definitely worth it, especially in lower elo, because people don't actively think about the game. They play and they play and they like fight and like, where are PvP? So yeah, that's something you should do. And then when there's actually time, like walking from camp to camp, or you know, when there's like, again, the Gromps attacking your box and you don't need to worry about backstabbing because you're always behind them, then you press F2, F3, F4, F5, and you look at the lanes and see, okay, what's going on here? Is there anything I could path towards? Is there anything I need to help out? Is there, you know, anything I can do? And even if not, you still have the information. That's important. So again, you're walking from camp to camp, and you don't look at mid lane. You did look a little bit on top lane, but yeah.
Look at lanes more. Okay.
For example, right now, I'm looking at the minimap, and I see that Renekton just engaged on Cho'Gath. It's awkward because the Cho'Gath has his wave really close to the Renekton's tower, and he wants to shove it, because if he doesn't, it's going to be a freeze. So you might want to look to maybe help the Cho'Gath to push in the final wave, or even get a kill on Renekton.
Yeah.
Okay, good map awareness. Looking for the gank. You can easily counter gank this. That is perfect. Nice. Ignite, kill him. Nice. And this guy's dead as well. Perfect.
Okay, there we go.
So now we look at the wave. It's already pushing because of your box. So now we clear this. Enemy laner is dead. Your laner is still here. We can easily push this. Next wave is at tier 2 tower. You should be able to push this in fast enough. And if not, then it's not a problem too. You can take the second wave too. Yeah, now you should definitely look to recall because you have 2k gold.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, very important. Now, after you recall, right? That's good. You have your items, you have your power spike. But where do you go? How do you decide? Because you can choose between top side, or you can choose between bot side, or you can look to run straight to mid lane. What do you think is the option here?
Okay, let me just see the mini map. So I think because I know that Kayn literally came from my jungle, and that's the reason why I queued over my Raptors as well, because I wanted to see if it was
Just
still
see if
there.
it's up, yeah. Good.
Yeah. Before I record, that pretty much gave me information where I should go next. Now bot looks reset because both were missing, to be honest.
Yeah.
I might have looked to go top, and even though I don't really have any other objectives to take right now, I'm too weak to take dragon by myself.
Yeah.
There is Krugs at the bottom, but if I go there and go bot, I think that may have been viable. But just because I think I had I can only see Renekton in the map, that's where I would go.
Yeah, so here again the thing is, when you're recalling, you have to look. If you only look at the map right now, again, it looks like, yeah, Cho'Gath is, you know, in an even state with Renekton. They're in the middle of the lane, kind of chilling. Bot lane looks to be, you know, under the tower, probably clearing like a couple of minions, so the wave is going to be even. And mid lane both reset, so that's all cool, but you don't know how much HP this Renekton has. Is he level 6 maybe already? Is he going to try and push the minion wave in? Because you can see that the next minion wave is around here. Yeah. So he has to push this one in once it, you know, comes to the lane. So if you get there fast enough, you can probably look to fuck the Renekton over. But then again, is he like full HP, or is he like 200 HP, or what's going on? Because this is the information you should always look for. You need this information. It's really, really crucial.
Okay.
Yeah. And then mid lane, honestly.
Yeah, I think
I guess it's kind of even.
Yeah.
And then bot lane, probably clearing minions under the tower right now. I can't tell because, again, you didn't look at the lane itself. So, because it's going to be even, if you buy a pink ward or get red trinkets, or even have like a pink ward on Morgana, you can look for a gank on bot lane here. Because the way it's going to be even. Yeah. Okay. So bot lane is there.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, so this is what I mean. I mean, this is no flame, but I'm, you know, trying to point this out so that you understand this. You're looking at your champion for no reason, right? There's nothing that you gain, like no information you gain from looking at your champion at this point. Because, I mean, you already clicked onto golems, so, I mean, where else is your champion going to walk? You won't encounter Kayn in your jungle. I mean, even if you do, you see him on the map. So, yeah, the gank is good, obviously. As I said, the gank is really, really free. Morgana gets hooked, that's nice. Killing Thresh here first is okay. You could have tanked for the Caitlyn a little bit longer, like one more auto attack, but again, it worked out, so that's fine. Here you should probably help her push the lane, just to take a little bit more XP, then take a plating or two, and then then you fuck off and go back to your jungle, or, you know, look for enemy blue buff or something, or even a mid lane gank here.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, now that I'm noticing that I'm not looking at the map, my cursor right now is literally clicking, clicking on the mini map.
Yeah. So the thing is, right now, Kassadin is not level 6 as far as I know, because Annie isn't. So I wouldn't assume that Kassadin is.
Yeah.
So before level 6, you can still abuse him. He doesn't have aura. And even after 6, you can still gank him. Your red trinket is up, which means you could scan the bush over here for any wards, or even the little pixel brush or this brush.
Yeah.
For any wards, if it's not warded, this is a free gank. Annie probably has flash, I would assume. Maybe not. Maybe she lost it from the gank. I don't know. But you press tab and boom, if she has flash. Then she gets 4 stacks. She flashes into the Kassadin. You put a box down. He's perma CC'd. He's dead. Then you push the wave, you take a few tower platings and put yourself really far ahead. After that, you can look to invade the enemy jungle, or you could look for dragon or scuttle crab. And yeah, this is why it's so important to always think about your next moves. It's hard at first, and I know, and I still struggle with it sometimes too, especially because you have to think about 3 moves ahead sometimes. But the more you do it, and the more you intuition, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Sweet. Nice. I like that you keep your E's. I've seen so many Shaco players not keep their E, and it's triggering me.
It's been a struggle because obviously E used to be part of the combo when
360 no scopes the dragon, you have a problem. You don't want to lose it. Here you could wait 5 seconds. You know how to do this wall jump?
Yeah. It's the little triangle rock there.
Yeah, exactly, right here. You click over here and then have your mouse on the rock. And I would definitely always look for possibilities of using this. This way he has to either walk around it, which is like super awkward, or he has to run into it and face tank. Yeah, I would honestly just let them die and just ping him back. Okay, yeah, finishing your boots is fine to kill him, and then create a freeze, and then once he comes back to lane, tries to unfreeze, then we kill him again. I think he ulted, but he's just going to E away. I don't think you kill him here unless he's bad. You should look at the lanes if there's anything to do, but if there's nothing to do, you can obviously always clear your jungle. That's fine. I would try to recommend clearing your smaller camps first before the buffs, unless you only want to take the buff and then do something. That's fine. But if you plan on clearing the entire top side, then I would always recommend starting off with this. If you're on this side of the map, you should probably pull them into the pit because it's harder for the enemy team. It takes like 1 or 2 seconds longer for them to get into the pit. And usually you should be the ones having vision in river because you're bot side.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not okay. Yeah.
And now if the enemy team, if Kayn wasn't bot lane right now, it's really easy for him to Q over the wall or E over the wall and then just steal it and get away.
Yeah, because it's the side of the jungle.
See, okay. Talk German, exactly. Okay, bot lane smurfing, nice. You get a herald. Now, again, heralds are really good, as you said. They allow you to snowball really hard. Right now, you could look for the herald like on mid lane instantly.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have ult, so once Kassadin gets back, you can't really kill him. But you can. I mean, it's already on plating 3 or is it 4? I don't know. But yeah. Top lane, you're most likely not going to kill him. It's Renekton. He has ult. It's really annoying. He has Conqueror. He's going to reverse kill you actually. But a mid lane gank here is really, really good. I like this. If you're going for one. Oh, what the fuck is
I need left second.
Yeah, that is strange as hell. I don't know why she's walking to bot lane. Okay.
Ew, that box is troll. Ew.
Nah, it's fine. It still hits it. Ew. It's okay. Okay, so I would personally take the wave here. It's pretty much a full wave. You should have stayed in the lane in the first place and then done wraiths. But yeah, red buff here is fine. You should be looking for a bot lane gank though. Yeah, nice. Oh, see, Kassadin is rotating. That's awkward now. Good. He can't really kill you. He's trolling her. Like, that is just complete troll. You can just turn around to auto-attack him. He doesn't have enough damage to burst you down. Okay, do you know that you could smite this Krug to get some health back?
Yeah.
That's something. I mean, in the heat of the moment, I know it's hard to think of these things, but yeah, you could smite there, and I think you would have been okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even see that.
This box is also a little bit troll.
Yeah, I should have put it in front of me.
Yeah, exactly. Into your escape path, basically.
I
would have, at this point, turned around and just dealt damage to him. Because your team was already really close, so they could have already put some DPS out. And because you can't run away from it anyways, you might as well try to kill him and then survive that way. Yeah. Obviously, smite the Krugs before he ignites you, and then you could have potentially survived. It's hard to say. But you would have at least tried. Okay. So the thing is, this is what I mean. This is probably going to bite you in the ass now, but this Kassadin got a 500 shutdown. And 500 gold on a scaling champion like this, plus the 300 kill gold, is really, really bad. That's 800 gold, which is a shit ton of money. It's going to allow him to buy a blasting wand worth of AP. He could finish his boots, he could build, I don't know, whatever he wants to with 800 gold. And so it might not look bad, but it's, I mean, 800 golds in terms of minions is like, that's, I don't know, that's over, I think that's over 10 waves if you don't count in the cannon minions, because cannon minions give a little more.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a shit ton of gold, and it's really bad he gets it, but yeah, we'll see. You can still win this easily. Just have to try and shut him down and keep him from getting anything. So here I would honestly just look for the bot lane gank. I don't know what you're doing. You're looking at Inhib. It's dancing, nice. Turning, twisting, spinning. But right here I would just look for the bot lane gank. It looks pretty free. You can still clear a rep buff afterwards.
Yeah, and then I realized it's too late for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm just time wasting because if I came earlier, that would have been a good gank.
Yeah. Okay. What you can do is you're in the right position. That's good. You could right here. You could have gone over the wall and probably one shot the Varus.
Okay.
If you do jump right, if Thresh doesn't have his hook or you block it with your box, that's a free kill. Caitlyn also can follow up with her Q or something. So that would have been an option. You do see Kayn here. Yeah.
Yeah, I just backed. I think from here, sometimes I don't feel confident when that positioning where the bot lane was. I don't feel confident at how much damage I do. I feel like I shouldn't be dying in that sense. Hence, that's why I wouldn't have gone for that jump.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like, is it really worth it for me?
Okay, this is really good. The thing is, you still have Herald, and you want to use it. I would honestly, you can do Dragon first. I would have just gone straight to mid lane, pushed in the wave, taken the tower, gotten the tower plating gold and the first tower gold, and then done Dragon.
I see. Okay.
You can still do Dragon first. That's okay. But I would definitely afterwards go to mid lane and use the Herald. Really, really important. You could also look for bot lane depending on what happens here, but mid lane is better because you share it with only Annie. On bot lane you would share it with Caitlyn and Morgana, unless never mind, she's dead. Yeah.
What am I doing here?
Okay. So, I mean, I guess you had to use it here now because you wouldn't have gone into mid lane. So that's okay, I guess. Yeah, recall here is fine. Get your Duskblade. You're looking for top lane now is okay. Bot lane isn't there. They're going to shove in the wave and then probably recall. Nice. Trying to shut down mid lane. That's really, really good. Perfect. Now definitely take the tower. Tier 1 tower on mid lane is really, really broken. It opens up the map quite a bit. Good. Now, what you can do is look for counter jungling. Because now tier 1 is open. Makes it a lot safer to counter jungle.
I see.
It's hard to counter jungle a good Kayn because he's just going to perma clear his camps anyways. But yeah. Also, do you know the jump from if you go this way, and then jump over the big wall. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, I think if we can see the rock. I don't know.
Give me a second. I will show you. Shaco Q jumps. Look at this. Desperate Shaco. Man, that guy's a legend.
I don't know. I've never heard of him.
Yeah, fucking random. I don't know. Okay, so it obviously works on this side.
Yeah.
But I am looking for this one.
Yeah, that one.
You know the jump, right?
Yeah, I do it a lot actually.
Okay, perfect.
Top side, I do it a lot more.
Nice. Okay, good. So here's the thing. Bot lane is retreating. It is very likely that they have a ward in the river brush here that leads to the lane. So what you can do is you can avoid that ward or try to avoid the ward by either already pathing this way.
I see.
Or by pathing to the wall jump now.
Yeah. So just go up. Okay.
So they might see Morgana and they're like, oh, we're chilling, and if you're not there, they might engage on Morgana. But you can then jump over the wall, get behind them, and kill them. Okay. Okay, in the top lane, you see that? That's perfect. Now you could look to take his jungle. The order of importance is usually enemy jungle, Scuttle Crab, and then your jungle.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely check his jungle right now. Because realistically, so there's two things you can do here. Well, I guess three. You could look for a bot lane dive, but that's super risky. You have to be really confident in your team and yourself. You could try to defend the Annie, but you could also just ping her back, tell her they're coming, and then take his bot side if it's up.
What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You don't press tab too often. You do press it now, that's good. But do you actually like take information out of this tab press?
Yeah. So since I started playing Shaco like properly in season, I count his CS. Especially early game, like really early game. Like if he's got 12 or 16, I know exactly where he's gone.
That's good.
And that's pretty much my habit now. Where I take that information, maybe what items the enemy team is building, but most of the time, generally, I just look at the enemy jungler and see like, okay, what's he been doing, and generally just items.
No, that's good. That's good. Here's the thing. Your bot lane and your mid lane are the winning lanes at the moment. So what you want to try and do is play around them, because if they fuck up now, that's bad. Because that puts them, well, not directly behind, but it doesn't increase their lead, and that's something you should want to do. The thing is, they're pushing the tier 2 tower on bot lane now, which for now is still fine. But if Renekton TP ganks or something, that's fucked. They get a double kill on your bot lane, and then also get like a load of free farm. And having a fed Renekton is not going to be fun to play against.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here Renekton, you could look for a kill. You should be strong enough. Cho'Gath, I don't know what the hell he's... Okay. I guess you got a pink board. Okay, Annie dies. What the fuck?
Oh, she's half health.
And like he gets another shutdown. This is why I hate playing against these hyper carries. It's so annoying. Your team ins once, boom, it's fucking over.
Yeah, there you go. She just gets
400 gold again, plus the 300 kill gold. It's fucking doomed. Okay, so I would just take Herald here. Ah, look, bot lane dies. Yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. You really have to play around your winning lanes, because otherwise they fuck up and they're dumb and they're stupid people, and they should... I'm not gonna flame. Sorry. But this is what I mean. You can't trust your fucking team. You always have to babysit them, and it's super annoying. And I know it's annoying, but it's what you have to do, and it sucks. But it's the only way. These guys do not have a brain. You have to think for them.
The amount of times I have to micromanage my team.
Yes.
It's so annoying.
Yes. But you have to do it. You have to do it. You can probably look for a kill on this guy. You have a shit ton of damage, but he's probably gonna get away.
Yeah, I didn't want to risk it because of the cane too.
Yeah.
It's walking up.
Okay, you should look for a recall soonish. You do have BF sword and the crit cloak. Nice. You see that? Perfect.
What? Oh, okay, cool. I thought it did quick round.
Again, I would usually recommend taking Krugs first, unless you only want to do rep buff. It seems like you do. Okay. So yeah, going with your Caitlyn here is fine. I would honestly try to ping your team more and try to communicate, because you're 8-1. It is very likely that your team is going to listen to you, at least sometimes, you know. So yeah, try to you know.
Shit.
That is unlucky. Try to you know, be the shot caller, I guess.
Yeah.
So Dragon's gonna spawn soon. You want to gather your team around it. Potentially look for a pick or two before the Dragon fight. This guy's inting. You should definitely kill him there.
Yeah. This is what I'm struggling with recently. I don't know if you've been, but for some reason it's so difficult to throw my clone.
It is. It definitely is. Yeah.
I'm pressing R there, and it's like,
yeah,
it's not doing anything.
You'd have definitely just auto-attacked him there, honestly.
Yeah, I got
after EQ, put your clone in, because if he jumps on you, then he gets feared and he doesn't kill you. So it's pretty free, in my opinion. Now it's awkward because you're kind of low. The good thing is you have rep buff, so that's gonna be some regeneration, but still, might have to forfeit this unless you. Oh, nice, that's good. So this is why you should look for a pick pre-dragon fight already. So that makes it a lot easier. The enemy team can't really contest anymore because it's a 4v5. And it just makes it a lot less awkward and a lot less, I don't know, just weird. Like, this is just all, in my opinion, really weird. That's a good pick. That's good. Your team is fighting. You shouldn't be too scared to walk up there, honestly, after Renekton. Renekton might have a lot of damage, but also, so do you, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, now you should look for the tier 2 tower.
Honestly.
You can kill the Kayn. He's a one-shot. Nice. Do you Q into instantly R sometimes?
Yeah,
okay.
Sometimes.
This is what I like to do even on AD Shaco. That's what I would have done here, honestly. You kill the Kayn, that's good.
And then just Q behind straight to the...
Yeah, into the Kassadin.
Yeah.
Q on top of him right now, press R. He's very likely to jump on you, and then he does.
Yeah, and I got fucked.
And because if he jumps onto you, onto your clone that appears, the clone will die. He's going to use his QWE on your clone. You will get a lot of AoE damage from his E and R, but you will not die. He will be feared, and you can just one-shot him. So that's the cool thing about this combo. And again, this Kassadin gets another fucking shutdown. Like, do you see what I'm talking about? This is like super bad. And this is why this is season 10. This is why season 10 is like really, really annoying. Because of the bounty system. It's, I don't know. It always favors these fucking hyper carry late game super omega scaling broken champions. Yeah.
Then I'd have to babysit literally every lane.
Yes. I mean, if this Kassadin was, I don't know, let's say, what's a mid laner? Vel'Koz. It wouldn't be too big of a problem, because while Vel'Koz is actually annoying to deal with, at least he isn't like super broken and unkillable, but also has like a jump every 2 seconds that also one-shots you, that also scales the more often you use it, that also heals him because he has Ravenous Hunter, but he also has a Seraph Shield, he also has Zhonya's, he also has mana from his W, he also has a slow on his E, he also has a Q that... yeah. It's not okay. So that's what I'm saying. If you're not comfortable playing against these champions, and you aren't 100% sure you can shut them down for the entire game, then you could look to dodge these, these games.
What did Caitlyn just do?
I do not know. Inting. Yeah.
What the hell did I just watch?
For example, right now you could just spam ping your team back.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be pessimistic, but at this point in the game, it looks not... You were really far ahead, but now it looks like you're even, / it's favoring the enemy team. Because Kassadin is just getting to free scale. And it's really bad. And he dies here too.
Now, at this stage, the Kassadin hyper scaled, and I can't remember how we won this game still.
Oh, okay. Good.
I tried to play around the map so hard, and literally micromanage so hard, because I was the only one that really had that big of an impact in the game.
So you're probably going to get Soul, but the thing is, it's fucking Air Soul. Who cares? It's like really bad. But yeah, the next big thing is either going to be Baron for you or the what's it called? The other Drake. What's it called?
Elder.
Elder, thank you. Yeah, that should be your next like far in the future objective that you need to get 100%.
Yeah. I think here I assume that they're gonna go for Baron.
Yeah, it's you can check, but then you should instantly check. But you see Kayn bot lane, okay, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But then once you see this, again, don't clear the blue buff first. You have the time to full clear here, honestly. The Scuttle Crab is probably not going to get contested by the enemy team, so you should be able to, you know, take your jungle first. But it's not horrible, it's fine still.
Small jungler, small counts.
Yeah, it's just to extend the blue buff duration. Because if you take the blue buff now, then clear Wolves and then Gromp, it's already 1/4 gone, right?
Yeah, and it's not being utilized because I'm just
exactly. Because you have your jungle item which gives you enough mana regen in the jungle itself. So now you see Caster in bot lane. There's two things you can do. He's either going to keep pushing, which I think is not very likely. He's probably going to rotate back to his team through his jungle. He's probably going to push this in right here and then go back to mid lane or something. Maybe take like the blue or something. I don't know. But you could try and look for a kill here. What you could also do is you walk around... Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. You could also walk around here, get into this bush, or even walk around here, and then Q over the wall, kill the Varus, or whoever is there. Yeah. And then create a 4v5 scenario, which is awkward for the enemy team to deal with, because it allows you to have one on the side lane, and then force a 4v4 mid lane, or even a 4v5, depending on what you want to do.
Oh, I saw the Thresh.
He's going to keep on pushing, so if you ran bot lane right away, would have killed him. He still doesn't have Saras, as far as I know. Now he's going to back off after the tower.
I think I die here.
Yeah, okay. Oh, ooh, Jesus. No, the Infinity Edge damage, yeah. So, this is something that comes with experience, which I'm really comfortable in now. But as soon as you know, like this caster is going to R you. I think you know that too, right? Like he wants to R you, he wants to kill you. So as soon as he's in range, you just press R yourself. Like right here, you should press R. And then you would have dodged his R, would have dodged his E potentially, and then you just kill him because he doesn't have R to jump out. And then you just one-shot him. It did work out in this case, but you could have played this a lot cleaner if you predicted his R.
Press R a bit faster.
Yeah. Just as like anticipation, I think, yeah. Okay, so clearing Krugs here, I guess, is kind of okay-ish. You could look for to shove the wave with the Cho'Gath together, or you could actually do Baron here. Entire enemy team died. I don't know how. Your team's smurfing. You could look for Baron here, but your Cho'Gath has also has to rotate as well, because otherwise you don't have enough damage, and you need to have somebody tank.
Oh, I think I'm looking to get BF Sword. Yeah.
Yeah. You should also look to take his jungle. Nice. Because right now, when there's nothing else to do, then you take his jungle. Okay. Yeah, don't do this.
Yeah, Baron.
Okay. You should ping Caitlyn away. She can't help the Cho'Gath. There's no way. Ping her away, let the Cho'Gath die, and then potentially do Baron with your Caitlyn. Yeah, exactly. You could just give this dragon away. Like this dragon, you don't really need. You still have like 3 more chances. Oh Jesus, what happened?
Ooh, what did I do? I got greedy.
Ooh, okay.
I missed my backstab.
Yeah, you missed your backstab. If this would have been a backstab, you would have killed him. Without the backstab, it's yeah, I feel you.
Oh, that's tilting.
Also, use your a little bit too early. But yeah, it doesn't matter in this case. It was the backstab that you missed. And now again, you probably did give away a shutdown again. Yeah, use your E too early. You did the electrocute combo.
Back.
That is a bummer. Yeah, now your team might die here.
I'm not sure if they can take so.
Okay, so you got the soul. That's good. It's not really that big of a help, I guess. It's nice for Morgana. It's about the air drake.
Okay, fine.
So in what I think the general, it's like really fucking broken. The sustain you get from this is annoying. And if the enemy team gets it, it's over. Then Infernal is also really nice, because, well, you have even more burst, which is perfect. Then Mountain because of the shield, and you don't want the enemy team to get it. So,
yeah.
Okay. So at this point, what you could do is, you see, or just look for a pick in the jungle. Because you would probably win a 5v5, but you have to get a good engage on. And if you're confident with that, that's fine. But you have to get a good engage on. This is good. You deal like no fucking damage. I'm actually broken champion, by the way. You should definitely ult first. Yeah. You should definitely ult as soon as possible there.
I should have ulted that because my Head of Blades was already popped.
First of all, you had Head of Blades still. And second of all, this guy, I wasn't expecting him to kill you, I'm going to be honest. But at least you have the DPS there. Because also you're not getting backstabs in there. It's all front stabs.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now your team is... Your team's trolling. They should ping him back there. You can probably look for the Kayn here, but you have to be careful because Kassadin is coming from bot side. Just go for the Kayn here, honestly. Yeah, nice. And now get the fuck away. Yeah, Kassadin is coming. You can look for the Kassadin here. That's fine, but wait until he R's. Yeah, okay. So you really want to try and go for Baron. And the way you do this is by either killing Kayn or killing one of the enemy champions, or but preferably two. But yeah. Okay, so get Essence Reaver, that's good. Yeah, you should be looking for pigs. That's what you do. That's good. This is super risky. Oh my fucking god! Holy, you have balls of steel. You have balls of steel. You should have died there 100%. And now this is awkward because you're low HP. You have no sustain. So you have to recall or live with like half of your HP. Okay, this ult is just... Okay. Doing the pink ward plays.
Yeah, I was trying. I don't think anything happens out of this. Oh, maybe. I was hoping Kassadin gets greedy.
Nah, you should just recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Oh, this is free. This is so free. Let's go. Okay, this is good. Now you force a fight by killing 1 or 2 people and you win the game. Go, go. Yes, this is so free. Holy shit. Get him. Nice. You aced him, you aced him, you aced him. Perfect. Get Baron and run him down.
Oh, my... Oh, I was so greedy. Oh, no, actually, that was fine. I thought...
Okay, Baron. Go, go. Okay, Inhib's fine too, I guess. Baron would have been better, but Inhib's fine too.
Why am I not doing Baron? What the hell? Why did we not do Baron? What the fuck? Oh, we're going
for so going for Elder. Interesting. Renekton is top lane, that's good. This is okay, so this is okay. It's a 5v4. You guys are omega fucking chilling. Renekton is trolling by going top lane. You can definitely force a fight here. You can definitely force a fight here. You wanna try and force a fight before Elder spawns, because if Elder DPS fucks you over, yeah, that's gonna be depressing. Okay, yeah, you should look for this angle. You should try to look to Q over the wall here, for sure.
Yeah.
And then, you know, kill whatever's there. Because you can honestly, if you do, like, if you Q, I can't talk. If you do Q into R, and then just, like, fucking machine gun them down with your auto attacks, I think you can kill at least, like, 2 or 3 people. You're super fed. You are really fucking fed.
Oh, I didn't jump.
And again, if Annie didn't end there, and if you did it a little bit earlier, you could have definitely forced the fight. You could have sacrificed yourself for like 3...
What hit me?
The Varus ult. Oh, yikes. Okay, this is something that happens to me, and I'm not proud to admit it, but this happens to me all the time as well. I try to queue in from where my team is.
Yeah.
And so this Varus didn't even try to hit you. He tried to hit Morgana or whatever, or like Cho'Gath or whatever. And then he hits you instead while Invis. Then they get to see you, and then it's super fucked. Oh, this is so depressing. I really feel your pain there. And now you lose the fight, and you lose Elder.
And Hyperstat Kassadin. Yeah, there we go.
And this is, again, this is the thing. Now they get to scale even harder for no reason. Ravenous is fine here. What you can do is, let's look if you...
Do you go Titanic? I think I've seen you go Titanic.
You can go Titanic. It's really going to crit because it allows you to basically do 2 auto attacks in one. You can auto attack, then press 1, it will do another auto attack instantly.
I see, okay.
Yeah, or not 1, but like your Tiamat key, obviously. But
yeah.
So, looking at this team, I would assume that Varus, he might not go for GA. Actually, what do you build? He's not gonna go Umbral now. I think he might just go GA here. So since Kassan is for sure gonna go Zhonya's, like if he's not gonna Zhonya's, he's trolling. I would personally go LDR here. Sell my Hunter's Talisman and go for LDR. You could go for Titanic, could also go for Ravenous. I would honestly prefer Ravenous because Titanic because we're trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
The lifesteal won't save you from the Kassan burst. The Titanic will though. So I would prefer Titanic here. The Ravenous is also okay, I guess. It has more burst. It allows you to split push. It really depends what you're trying to accomplish with it. But I would really look for some armor pen now. Because I would assume that they are starting to build armor.
Yeah. Yeah. How long is my death timer? 20 seconds still.
Okay.
Kayn spot lane again. See, this is why I was so frustrated this game because the enemy team was trolling most of the game, and we couldn't like capitalize on it as much.
This is okay, but yeah, he wards now. You should probably just fuck off and
I got killed again.
Oh yeah, the Elder Castle, and you should not look to go in there. He's level 17. Yeah, this is so doomed. Oh my god. Okay, so but now you are trolling the game. You trolled twice now. So you have the right idea, but your execution was a little bit off, let's say.
Yeah.
Your team still wins because they're fucking smurfing, but hey, yeah, now Kassan with Eldro comes in. Nah, it's fucking doomed. Kayn and Morgana chilling on bot lane though, so that's nice. They could take the tower. Okay, we reset mental now. We wait out Elder because we don't fight them with Elder. That's the worst thing you could do. Don't fight enemy team and if they have Elder. And then you look for a good team fight or a good pick, and then you win the game by getting Baron or finishing. This Kayn could be trolling by being up this close. He probably has his team around, but you could try to queue in and scout for enemies, and if you don't see anyone, you could try to at least chunk him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something you can do.
Jesus. This game was scary, honestly.
Yeah, I feel you. I had to play against a Yi, who had Karma on his team, who had Galio on his team, and another support, but I forgot what it was. Because it was Karma top lane, Galio mid lane. He had Death's Dance, he had Warden's Mail, he had the randoms item, he had Ninja Tabis, and I couldn't kill him. Even though I was like, I don't know, 20 kills it felt like. So, yeah, should have dodged the game. That's my bad. Okay. So, I'm not sure if you do this sometimes, but what I like to do is, I don't know, for example, there's like this wall here, right? And then this wall, and then there's like the bush here. You can look to go into the bush or hide behind this wall, and then randomly queue into the lane when you think there's an enemy coming in.
Oh, okay.
It's
even if you don't know.
Yeah, even if you don't know, just randomly do it, because if you see like 4 enemy champions, you just run out again. Or like ult and then walk your clone in and, you know, use the explosion to get away. Or, you find somebody or like 2 people and then you kill them. Or at least like kill one of them and then get the other one low or something. That's usually still worth. That's something I do against Evelynn on Twitch. Because I've noticed over years and years of playing that Evelynn's and Twitch will always like walk through the lane to find people to kill. So if you randomly queue into the lane, you're very likely to find a Evelynn or Twitch. And sometimes, you know, in this game, you could find, I don't know, the Varus trying to, you know, get the next wave or just being mid lane because he's fucking lost in the game. Because, you know, it's still gold elo. People still don't know that they shouldn't walk up against Lushaco. But yeah, I really do this a lot actually, where I hide behind the wall where I know it's not warded because of either Duskblade or a trinket. And then I queue into the middle of the lane or into the jungle and try to find somebody. That's really broken.
Never tried that.
Yeah. there's also a bug, but don't tell this to Riot Games. There's a bug. So I don't know how exactly it works. It's been in the game for years now, so it's probably not going to get fixed. But usually you should see the like the poof animation of your Q, right? Or like of your box or your R. But if you are out of vision range and they don't have a ward on you, they don't see the poof animation.
Oh.
So even if they have their camera where you are, they probably won't see it because of the bug. But psh.
Okay.
Yeah. It's our little secret now. And if it gets fixed tomorrow, I know who snitched on me.
Let me write that right now.
Oh, they sneaked Baron. That's fucking unfortunate. Yeah. Okay, let's concentrate on the game again. So they have Baron now, which is it's bad, but it's not too bad. You can still win fights for sure. But you have to be what the fuck? You have to be careful now. Ooh, okay. This is bad. This is bad. Oy. You know they're on Baron, and there's no way you kill the Kassadin. I think he has Zhonya's. I didn't pay attention actually. I think he has like, or at least Seekers. Yeah, he has Zhonya's. You don't kill him. You have no armor pen. You don't kill him. Don't try this. This is... Oy. And if you do try it, then at least do the Q into instantly R, because that's the fastest burst you have. But doing Q into auto attack into then R is really troll. He's gonna jump away and then just jump back in and kill you. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you died like 3 or 4 times now for no fucking reason.
Yeah. From bad decisions too.
Yeah.
Or making this the wrong decision. Oh.
Yeah, just misplaying.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I can see the frustration. Okay, yeah, so let's went to press tab again. Because I think going for Phantom Dancer or whatever you're building is not the right idea or the right choice. Kassadin, so the Varus isn't really that fed. He isn't really that strong. Wait, what was I gonna say? My brain just boomed. Wait a second. Yeah, I wanted to see if you press tab. Give me a second. Come on, press tab, press tab.
Press tab. Do something.
Yeah, but we know that oh yeah, sorry, I have it. So Kassadin is the only fed target on an enemy team that you really need to kill. So he's the one 1v9ing. Varus is not going to 1v9. Renekton is probably not going to 1v9. And so the highest priority target is Kassadin. And with LDR, I am 99% confident if you play it right, you can one-shot him.
I see.
Without him one-shotting you. So since Varus is also probably going to build GA, and Renekton already has GA, and this Kayn might also build GA, it is very, 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 very important you get some armor pen here. Obviously, Phantom Dancer, the shield is really nice. It helps you survive the burst of Kassadin, even though I think he actually kills you through the shield. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But I think he has enough burst. Also, the crit chance and attack speed is nice, but I think LDR is better here. Yeah, so he's building a Chain Vest, and this should be your cue to for sure go for LDR now. Because all the squishies except for Kayn are do have armor now. Actually, everyone has armor except for Kayn. And he might... he's probably not going to buy it now, but like next item. Okay. So again, you should try and possibly look for a kill. It's really hard at the moment because you are pushed into your own, well, not base, but like you can't really be in your own jungle. You don't have vision. It's kind of risky, but you see Renekton top lane again, so you can look to trade a 1v2, or like a 1 for 2, 2 for 1, sorry. But yeah.
I think I die for no reason again too.
Yeah, you should be really careful not to die here. So here, give me a second, where is it? So here we see Renekton is top lane.
Yeah.
So it's a 4v5. We also see Kassadin for a brief moment walk into like mid lane or like over here. Which means there's a slight opportunity to potentially queue over the wall, like right here. Look for Varus or look for Kayn or look for Thresh even. And then try to kill him. Because you have the number advantage, Kassadin is zoned off. If you force a fight now, get Elder, he might get the inhib, but that's not too big of a problem because if you have Elder, you should be able to win the next fight and just finish the game.
Let's see.
So this is just, again, really awkward situation to be in the late game of Shaco.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. Shouldn't have been in the position in the first place, but the dodge was good. Yeah. Now you lose Sinip as well, anyways, and that's bad. Castle and Trolls, holy fuck, nice. You die anyways, that's a bummer. What happened here? Let me see.
I think tried to go for me. Oh, it's over the wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's good. That's really good. Oh, you didn't get the backstab.
Oh, front stab again.
Yeah. That's... So, I wouldn't personally walk up here, because Varus is close, and Caitlyn put a trap under the Cassidy, so he was dead for sure. So now you die, which again is... Oh, this game is such a nail-biter.
I know, it's so... Yeah. So cringe just watching it.
It's not cringe. I mean, you play better than I would. I honestly think you should be able to climb at least a diamond if you improve your macro in your decision making. Because I don't think you're a bad player at all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, okay. Oh god, this game, dude. Because the longer this game goes on, the worse your champion becomes, and it's so frustrating because the amount of opportunities you have to actually do something get smaller and smaller, and I personally struggle at this point too. It's really hard because you have to play perfectly, and playing perfectly under such stresses is not easy. So you have Elder now, which makes it really easy to one-shot the enemy team, in theory at least. So if you had LDR now, you could one-shot the Cassin, I'm pretty sure. So since 2 items are down, you kind of still are forced into your own base. But you can still be in your jungle and look for people, you know, getting vision. You could look for the Thresh trying to get vision when he's out of, you know, like off guard, I guess, the word.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think I'm just looking to finish my item.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to look for picks and then... Okay, this is really good. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Holy fuck.
How did you live?
You messed up a little bit, but hey, this is good. I like this. Nice. Okay. So, as soon as you see Cass in there, I would have personally Art again.
Yeah.
But this is really unlucky. Also, your Q was really weird, but it's fine. Wait, okay, wait. Why did Caitlyn... Wait. Where's Caitlyn R? Ah, there's... Okay, there it is. You can definitely kill the Varus there now. Just make sure they have no vision on. Yeah, they can't do Baron. Connecting the spot lane. Okay. So, again, here, for example, I would just... If this isn't warded here, I would just go and either be here and then queue over this wall, or like place a box to check it first, obviously.
Yeah.
Or queue into like mid lane and see if anyone's there. Or if this is warded, you could also queue over this wall and look for anyone on mid lane. And see if anyone's just off guard that you can... You don't even have to kill them, but at least like, I don't know, do like auto attack, ETM out or something, and then try to run out.
Yeah.
Because if they're half HP, that means you could kill him in the next rotation. And yeah, it's easier for you. He's gonna be... It's gonna have to play a lot more scared because he could just potentially die to anything in a team fight. Whoever it is. Oh, okay, I wouldn't use my R like this because you need your R to one-shot the enemy team. I don't think this is good.
They all in my R.
Okay, I guess you're fucking faker then. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, you should look to Q in here for sure. This is really good. Nice. Where the fuck is Cassidy though? Trolling. Did he recall? Wait, wasn't he here?
Yeah, he was just in mid. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe DC'd, I don't know.
Does Kane not see me though? I actually don't know how Kane E...
Oh, the E is really weird. He should see you. But he's probably confused. It's really hard to pay attention to like 10 champs at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you get Baron, right? Please tell me you get Baron. Okay, Inhib, I guess you could maybe actually finish. Yeah, never mind. That's well, and then Cassidy happens. Okay, wait, you finished this. Okay, good. I would have played it the safe way and gotten Baron, but this is also fine if you actually kill the castle in there. Holy shit. Dude, this game is a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank God it's over. No, honestly, you play really well the early game. You still need to improve your map awareness. You need to improve your what's it called? Thinking.
Decision making.
Yeah, decision making. I guess also yes, but like a big part of decision making is just knowing that you can look at the fucking lanes and then take the information you see and process it and then decide, okay, can I gank this? Because again, it all comes down to wave management and knowing that you can abuse a lane that is slow pushing into you because the enemy laner wants to push it in, so your laner doesn't create a freeze, and then you can kill that guy, and then your laner can freeze, and you can just, for example, gank again, it's so broken. It's really easy to abuse in your elo.
Yeah. I think that's one thing I definitely don't do, like abuse wave management to like keep on ganking.
Yeah, exactly. Repeat ganks are really broken, especially if people waste flash. There's something you can do in the early game as well. If you, let's say, you do. Let me get LOL planner out.
What is this?
So, so let's say you do. Oh, hello. This doesn't work. Well, this works. Oh, I need to. What? Okay. I guess I need the hand to move the map. Okay. So if you do race into then red buff into then Krugs, and then look for a top lane gank, right?
Yeah.
You kill the enemy laner, he dies, and your laner has like a semi-freeze going on, or like a slow push into your tower. That's really good because it forces the enemy laner to either TP into the lane to fix the freeze and to push the wave in so it doesn't so your laner doesn't freeze, or he just cries himself to sleep because he knows you are there, and that if you would try to TP back to lane, you would kill him again, and that would be even worse because it gives you 300 gold and the freeze. So that really fucks him over. And if he does TP, then you just kill him again, then look for a potential invade into blue side. But that only works if obviously the enemy junglers are bot side. But these are the things that you can really abuse. Or for example, the scenario we had on bot lane, where I think your Caitlyn died or something, and Morgana was still alive, and you got like the double kill. Morgana died, and you pushed in the wave. Even then, even after you pushed, you could have still just looked for a repeat gank on bot lane right instantly. You recall, buy items, go back to bot lane as soon as possible, and then look for a repeat gank and kill them again, and then you push out the wave, take a little bit of tower plating, and boom, bot lane is over for the enemy team. These kind of ganks are really, really powerful.
Repeat ganks.
So wave management is really not that hard. The theory behind it is super easy.
Yeah.
I would recommend watching this video from Pro Guides, or I think Skillcapped has one too. It doesn't really matter which one you watch; they're basically the same. But yeah, this is going to enable you so much more macro play, and seeing that goes obviously in hand with looking at the lanes and seeing the state of the minion wave. Obviously, you have to actually look at the state of the minion wave, because if you don't, you can have all the macro in the world, because if you don't know what's going on, then you can't use your macro.
I see.
You want to try as a jungler, it's really important. You want to try and basically be like the spectator of the game, if that makes sense. You want to put yourself in like spectator mode, if that makes sense.
I see. Okay.
So you want to have all the information you could possibly get. You want to know everything, because only by knowing everything you can do what's best. And then obviously something like tracking the enemy jungler comes in, which you don't need to worry about too much yet. You do track him with the CS con, which is good. Again, you probably know that something like a Kayn or Shyvana, they're going to full clear, and then something like a Lise or Jarvan or Lee Sin, they're probably looking for a buff into Gromp camp clear to a fast level 3. So yeah, that's, if you know these things, these basics, and also plan the game a little bit in champ select already or in loading screen, then you're good to go, honestly.
Sweet.
I got a lot from that, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Holy.